नमस्ते एंड हेलो एवरीवन। पिछले चंद सालों में आफ्टर कोविड और पब्लिक ऑफिस रन करने के बाद बहुत कुछ मैंने सीखा और देखा। अब आपकी दुआओं और बहुत से लोगों के बेहद इसरार पर मैं ज़ीशान इसाक आपसे गुफ्तगू और आपस की खास बातें करने आ रहा हूँ। एवरी संडे एट 6 PM ज़ीशान ऑन एयर में बहुत मजा आएगा and I'm looking forward to it.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Ishan Isag with Ishan on air, and every Sunday from 6 p.m. and onwards, we are live with you. I'm here. First of all, I would like to thank our key advertisers and our great sponsors and advertisers. Because of them, we are here. I'm here, and we provide you this broadcast from Zishan on your team. So affordable insurance of Texas, AITinsurance.com is the web address, and you can get all kinds of insurances. For example, auto insurance, commercial insurance, business insurance, homeowners insurance, you name it, they got it, all kinds of insurance with very affordable rates. AITinsurance.com mentioned Zishan has sent you, and you can call them 713-785-4000, 713-785-4000, or just visit AITinsurance.com, and they have so many locations still at their original locations, and many locations in Texas, and you can get all that detail from AITinsurance.com and in our program later today. Also, roopsari.com. So all kinds of menswear, especially, they have new arrivals. But for men, good news, you got all kinds of menswear, from men's shalwar kameez to kurta pajama, a lot of varieties, and sherwanis. These are formal dresses for men, hundreds of designs. For web address, roopsari.com, roopsari.com. Otherwise, visit them at Hillcroft, close to Hillcroft, where you cannot miss it. It's right there, and it's on the Harvin Street. But the moment you're at Hillcroft, you will see Roopsari Palace, huge showroom, and new arrivals are there. Roopsari.com. And also Demasis.com, authentic Mediterranean cuisine at Demasis restaurant. I love this restaurant. They have kubi day kebabs to chicken kebabs to lamb shank, and all the various types of salads, from tabbouleh to Greek salad. Mediterranean cuisine has a lot of varieties, and it's all you can eat. It's buffet style with good quality, and they have so many locations all over Houston area. Even they are in Austin, and even in Dallas, and even in California. And for their locations, visit demasis.com, go to the locations address, and you will see each location has a phone number and obviously their address, and just Google it too, demasis.com, DIMASSIS.com. Now, I would like to start, first of all, with the update on the LA fire. So Palisades fire, right now it's 49% contained. This was from last evening. I'm sure they have made more progress today, and they will provide updates later in the evening as well. And the Eaton fire has been contained 72%. So they are making obviously good headway in terms of fighting this fire. A lot of high winds, and that spread this wildfire that engulfed a lot of homes, and they have been reduced to ashes, and Palisades look like a war zone. And a lot of people have lost their properties, thousands and thousands of properties, a lot of worshiping places, from churches, synagogues to mosques. They have been also not spared by this fire. So the parish of St. Matthew and Episcopal Church and Pacific Palisades, they basically even had a preschool through 8th grade, and reported that all of its clergy residences were destroyed. Through its sanctuary, middle school, and other buildings were intact. The church has hosted online gatherings, and again, they are definitely praying, and then at the same time, they're also are devastated with this kind of fire. The church was built in the 1940s, was known for its colorful stained glass and for hosting a popular choir. And the church's Facebook page shared images of the building engulfed in flames, and another photo showed parishioners singing outdoors. Underneath the image, it read, quote, "We are the church, ! We can worship anywhere," unquote. And this is very true. The synagogue is also burned from the ashes of a Pasadena synagogue. A powerful discovery is made and that was also reported. And then the night had fallen on the Palisades temple, and this was also burned. And people who are watching me live on YouTube Live or Facebook Live through social media, they can see these horrible images. Also, synagogues, some synagogues still standing, offer a place to worship. The Los Angeles area is home to more than 600,000 Jews, the second largest community in the United States, as reported by LA Times. The Pasadena synagogue also lost its preschool and in Pacific Palisades. Fires seriously damaged another synagogue and a Shabbat center, said Rabbi Noah Farkas, president of the Jewish Federation of Los Angeles. So another worshiping place was burned down to the ground. Several homes of worship were destroyed in Pasadena and Altadena, including a mosque, Masjid At-Taqwa, leaving it's a small, tight-knit community, mourning the loss of a beloved gathering space. One of its board members lost his house in the fire, along with at least 10 of the faithful, said the volunteer Imam Junaid Asi. And quote, so many families called it their second home, unquote. So this is again very devastating news for a lot of people who go to worshiping places. Community fundraising efforts have already started to rebuild this mosque, surpassing 100 grand by Friday night. For Friday prayer, Asi shared a list of neighboring mosques for Ramadan, which is coming up in a couple of months. The faithful to be able to secure a space to gather again as a community. Because remember, in California, especially, the construction costs are also very high. So they will need a lot of money. 100 grand is not going to cut it. So a lot of people are pitching in to churches, synagogues, and mosques. Also, 12 hours of fire that decimated Altadena. I'm going to lose half of my town, quoted by one of the residents. Devastating information is still coming out. Firefighters make significant progress, as I was mentioning earlier, on containment of wildfires as recovery efforts continue. And Southern California is still in uncharted territory as extreme fire weather returns next week. So as you can see on this image as well, these are literally images as if some type of a bomb went off, or a missile hit this area, or a war broke out. Very devastating images to basically witness here. And I'm sure a lot of people, they are giving each other hope, and this is the time to give each other hope and support, and they will rebuild, and that's what they're saying. And then the other area that a lot of people are talking about is they live in LA County's riskiest areas. Should they rebuild on their burned out lots, and what would happen to insurance? Because sometimes insurance companies, then they stop issuing insurance in these type of areas that are very risky, and then it's up to the homeowners to then gauge their own risk mitigation plans, I would say. Trump to visit LA, his first official trip to as president, sources say. So he'll be taking oath of the president of the United States as the 47th president of the United States of America on Tuesday, January 20th. And some of the news are coming out in terms of the Middle East as far as ceasefire is concerned. So Israel Hamas live updates are basically telling us that Netanyahu, the PM of Israel, warns that this is actually a temporary ceasefire. So a lot of people are happy. A lot of people are also celebrating, because at least it's a temporary ceasefire. But I would say hold on to some of the news that is still coming out. Hamas will release 33 hostages in first phase. Today they released 3 hostages on Sunday. So that also delayed the ceasefire timing, because Israel cabinet, when they approved the temporary ceasefire deal, they said you also have to release the name. So they said that Hamas, they had to go back and do some technicalities, I don't know, but then they released the names, and then finally the temporary ceasefire is now in effect, and I hope, we pray for a permanent ceasefire. The billionaires flock to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump. So a lot of billionaires from Musk to Bill Gates to even Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, and then many others. They went, including Mark Zuckerberg, and obviously Elon Musk is already camping out, as being reported by the mainstream news media at Mar-a-Lago. So 6 of the 10 richest people on the planet had a common destination in recent months, and that's Palm Beach International Airport, because that's where they land, and then they go to the Mar-a-Lago, the resort of Trump and Trump hotels. The inauguration will be indoor based on the latest posting on Truth Social by President-elect Trump. So the last time it was so cold, as you can see on this image, was in 1985, was 7 degrees. This time they're saying it's going to be 20 degrees, but the wind chill factor will bring it below 10. I don't know, but it's interesting because now they have issued a lot of invites, and only 600 guests, along with the foreign dignitaries and head of the states, will be attending the ceremony in the rotunda, which is in Capitol Hill, and it will accommodate 600 people. So that would be interesting. And then this is the image of that rotunda. And then inauguration basically was previously being planned outside. As you can see, they were all the chairs were set up. As you can see, they have put in rows and rows because it was expected to be one of the greatest inauguration, according to President-elect Trump. However, weather did not permit, or because of some other news that we will never know, now it's indoor. So this is basically what they have said, that because of the inclement weather and with the wind chill factor, it's inside. Washington, D.C. residents flee ahead of Trump inauguration, and then there are some people, as you can see, it's reported, quote, "I can't be here," unquote, and because of the insurrection issue just 40 years ago. So this is the Trump era, or Trump 2.0, which will be starting January 20th, and also, the large-scale deportations will also begin on Tuesday. Biden extends time in U.S. for 800,000 Venezuelans and Salvadorans as Trump readies immigration crackdown. USCIS, if you go to their website, this is directly from USCIS website, the consideration of deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA. So that was done on January 17, 2025. Just a few days ago, a couple of days ago, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit issued a decision regarding the DACA final rule. Pursuant to the court's order, USCIS will continue to accept and process DACA renewal requests and accompanying applications for employment authorization under the DACA regulations. And that's basically the DACA regulation is listed here. USCIS will continue to accept initial requests but will not process initial DACA requests at this time. Current grants of DACA and related employment authorization documents remain valid until they expire unless individually terminated. So a lot of interesting information we will see once Trump takes office and the executive orders are signed. About 600,000 Venezuelans and more than 230,000 Salvadorans already living in the United States can legally remain another 18 months. That's right, 1 year and 6 months, 18 months. The Department of Homeland Security said Friday, barely a week before President-elect Donald Trump takes office, with promises of hardline immigration policies. Biden administration has strongly supported temporary protected status, TPS, which he has broadly expanded to cover about 1 million people. The TPS faces an uncertain future under Trump, who tried to sharply curtail its use during his first term as president. Federal regulations would allow the extensions to be terminated early, although that's never been done before. But now this is Trump 2.0, so nothing that was done before can be done this time. So that's just my 2 cents on this. Palma, who works as an organizer at a day labor organization, sends about $400. So this is a report by the LA Times. In fact, Washington Post and Wall Street Journal and other news organizations are also reporting some stories. So this is from one of the news publications where This person, Palma, he sends $400 to his 73-year-old mother who is retired and does not have any income. The TPS, this temporary protected status designation, gives people legal authority to be in the country, but it doesn't provide them a long-term path to citizenship. And then another information, it's cited that, quote, environmental conditions in El Salvador that prevent individuals from returning, unquote, specifically heavy rain and storms in the last 2 years. So this is the update in terms of the Trump inauguration, the update on LA fires, and then the mass scale deportations along with the TPS, temporary protected status, by the Biden administration working with the Department of Homeland Security. And we will see how Trump 2.0 would look like, and we'll discuss it. And we will continue this program now in Urdu and Hindi on the traditional radio station. And then I will talk with you and see you with my social media viewers and all those who have not subscribed. I would highly encourage you and recommend you to subscribe. And those who have already subscribed, thank you. With that, I'm signing off from social media, and stay tuned here on the radio station. Thank you. ख़वातीन हज़रात, मैं ज़ीशान इसाक, आप सुने ज़ीशान ऑन एयर प्रोग्राम को लेकर आगे बढ़ेंगे और आपसे उर्दू और हिंदी में आपके अपने इसी स्टेशन पर ज़ीशान ऑन एयर रेडियो में अब आपसे यहाँ पर लाइंस भी ऑन की जाएंगी, ओपन की जाएंगी थोड़ी देर में, तो सुनते रहिए। विल बी राइट बैक। मैं हूँ ज़ीशान इसाक, आप सुने आपका अपना ज़ीशान ऑन एयर। This is Zishan on air. EIT has been in business since 1998. पहला ऑफिस जो सवाई सेंटर में खुला आज भी वहीं पर मौजूद है. Second office on Veterans Memorial